When we talk about Truist business lines of credit, you're talking about a form of financing from a stellar institution. Truist is a great institution, especially after they merged BB&T and SunTrust. And the cool thing is that when we talk about their business line of credit, they have multiple options. And let's first talk about their Truist business line of credit. So here you can actually qualify for up to $100,000. Okay, and you have a 12 to 36 months. This is really good, and you have low variable rates for this line of credit. It really helps if you have a relationship with Truist, either by having a business checking account or a business savings account. So basically, here is how things works. So you apply for a specific line of credit amount. You can apply at the branch. You can apply online. You can apply over the phone, and you can borrow up to your available credit. They usually will approve you within 72 hours. They will review all the paperwork. They will approve you within 3 days. Okay. And the cool thing is that you have a draw period and you have a repayment period. So this is interest only, and you can borrow up to your available credit limits. You can access funds by transferring money to your checking accounts or by writing checks, and interest will accrue only to the outstanding balance. Okay. You can use this as a revolving line of credit and reborrow over time to the maximum credit limit. So this is really good. So overall, we love Truist a lot because customer service is fantastic, and they will approve you up to $100,000. But if you need more, you need to talk to your business advisor about it. They will see what's possible for you. They will analyze your business financials. They will see your sector. They will also see your relationship with Truist to see whether or not an increase in your credit limit is possible. But overall, we love the flexibility with when it comes to Truist business lines of credit. So this business lines of credit is really great to cover seasonal or revolving cash flow, to access working capital when and where you need it. And if you need access to a larger line of credit, you can actually get that if you want to secure it by collateral. So this is kind of cool. So one thing I also need to say also here is that make sure that you are able to constantly read the terms and conditions of your Truist business line of credit to make sure that you are in compliance at all times. Let's now talk about how the whole thing works. Okay, how does it work? By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And I want to quickly talk to you about how a Truist business line of credit works. And remember, you can actually have it with EIN or without EIN. Not a problem. If you need to have it with EIN, you need to provide some kind of documentation. You need to provide a business plan. You need to talk more about your business. You need to apply at a branch, explain what the business does, who is behind it, and so on and so forth. Okay. But the thing is that if you want to qualify real quick for a Truist business line of credit, we actually advise you to start the conversation at a branch. Okay. I mean, Truist will tell you can apply online, you can apply over the phone, you can apply at a branch, but we're telling you based on our experience for the last 20 years, when Truist was a BB&T, when Truist was a SunTrust, they actually respond more quickly if you apply at a branch. Okay. And so the thing is that with Truist, you have plenty of options to choose from when it comes to applying, but do it at a branch. So it's just if you need more information, you want to contact, here is a number for you. So 855-917-6189. The number again is 855-917-6189, and you can start the conversation there. So the thing is that the process there are 3 steps in the process. So you contact Truist. They'll let you know the paperwork. They'll let you know the paperwork that you need, and then that's step number 2. And number 3, you gather your paperwork and submit the application. They'll review things. They take about 1 to 3 days to review everything, and they will approve you. Okay, this is not a problem. And once they approve you, what they do is they will either wire the funds to an account, or they will create an account for you that you can tap into. So you can tap into that account whenever you need to draw some funds, and that account will replenish itself as long as you make payments. Okay, and you can have a draw period, as I said, and a repayment period. So just make sure again that you're at least making the minimum monthly payments if they ask you, and or the interest payments, okay? Now, let's talk about the steps that you need if you want to get a Truist business line of credit. What are those steps? By the way, I want to quickly actually remind you of today's topic. If you just joined us, we are talking about Truist business line of credit. You can get it with EIN only or without EIN. Okay, so if you want to get a Truist business line of credit, the very first thing you need to do here is that you need to actually decide how much funding you need. I mean, Truist can actually approve you up to $100,000. That's the limit. If you want to have an unsecured business line of credit, the maximum they can actually risk on this transaction is $100,000. There are cases where they can actually go higher, but you need to have a strong relationship with Truist, or you need to pledge collateral. If you want to pledge collateral, then they will go above 100,000, not a problem. So you want to write down your needs. You want to think about what you need the money for, okay? Do you need the money for, let's say, a one-time project? Do you need the money for an ongoing project? Do you need the money for staff expansion? Do you want to hire more workers? Do you want to buy inventory? Do you have, like, let's say, a vendor telling you, hey, listen, we have a great and crazy discounts on inventory if you buy in bulk. So do you want to seize that opportunity? So you need to really have a clear idea how much you need and what you need it for. And don't forget, when we talk about how much you need, you also need to think about your ability to repay the line of credit. Obviously, when we talk about a Truist business line of credit, you don't need to pay the full amount, but you still need to be sure that you are paying at least the minimum. Okay, so this has to be very important in your calculus. So first, you need to decide how much funding you need, and you need to check your eligibility for a Truist business line of credit. So things like your credit history will play an important role. Truist wants you to be in business for 1 year. Sometimes they will waive those operational history requirements. Okay, but yes, they want you to have at least 1 year in business. In terms of business revenue, Truist will be comfortable if you are having at least $10,000 in business revenue every month. That's minimum gross income, gross revenue. Okay, so in terms of requirements, this is the trifecta you want to pay attention to: credit history, business revenue, and time in business. The next thing I want you to do here is that you want to actually ask yourself whether or not a Truist business line of credit is really what you need. Because what if, they only give you $100,000 on an unsecured basis? What if you need more? Then you want to start maybe researching other banks in the area, not in the area, but other banks that are similar to Truist. Okay, to Truist. I mean, maybe PNC might be better for you, or US Bank, or 53rd, or other players, or BMO Harris, okay, or M&T. It really depends on Chase, or like the biggies, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi. So you got to think about that, or even credit unions for that matter. Yeah, Navy Fed. You have a CCU, you have a Blue Fed, you have a ACU, you have a constellation of credit unions also that can actually help you. So research alternative lenders. You want to gather the required documentation. So Truist wants you to have things like personal and business tax returns, business licenses, articles of incorporation, personal and business bank statements, profit and loss statements, financial statements, business plan, building lease, and so on and so forth. So if you're not sure what documents are needed, you want to contact Truist to make sure that you have everything you need. Okay, very important. And so once you have everything, just go to a branch. As I said before, you can actually go to a branch and submit your application there. Okay, now don't forget, you can submit your application online. I haven't said you can't do it, but it's just a lot better to submit it at a branch. Okay, so but they might ask you for additional information, like they might ask you for your name, your business name, your social security number, your desired line of credit amount, the purpose of the line of credit, your business tax ID, Okay, and so what will happen here is that Blue Vine, not Blue Vine, Truist will take about 3 days, 3 days to review everything, and they will approve you. And what we love is that once they approve you, they go really fast. I want to share with you other Truist business credit products. Okay, by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're talking about Truist business lines of credit. Okay, so Truist has excellent business lines of credit, but they also have other credit products that you might actually like, that you might find interesting. For example, they do have a Truist small business loan, which is really interesting, which we love a lot. I mean, because it is really flexible. It is really generous. Okay, so here you have up to $100,000. So again, the maximum here is $100,000. You have up to 60 months. You have competitive interest rates, just fantastic. And what we love here is that you can apply for specific loan amounts. And Truist will actually offer loans secured by additional collateral, okay, if you need to. But otherwise, they have unsecured loans. They also have secure loans. You make monthly schedule of payments, okay, of principal and interest. This is really good. And so this is actually great for you if you want to make a one-time purchase, you want to fund a specific project or initiative, you want to consolidate debt, or you want to lock in a better interest rate by refinancing. So this is kind of cool. So this is for the small business loan from Truist. They also have a small business auto loan. So this is like if you need loans that revolve around transportation, you are all set. Like you can purchase or refinance cars, vans, light trucks, or SUVs. And here the loan amounts are even higher. So you are looking at up to $250,000. So this is really good. And the repayment window is also extended. So you have up to 75 months. This is really good. You have up to 100% financing available plus 10% for soft costs. This is really good. So here again, you have flexibility. You have flexibility a lot. And this type of loan is great if you want to upgrade, you want to replace, or you want to expand your equipment. You want to get potential tax deductions. This is really good through Section 179 deductions. This is really good. Okay. And so overall, this is a great opportunity. Okay. So you can apply for a specific loan amount. You can choose the length of your loan. The vehicle you are buying typically serves as collateral. Of course, this is a collateralized loan. You make scheduled monthly payments of principal and interest, and you can track your balance online. So this is really great. Other products you might be interested in, for example, we have the small business commercial vehicle and equipment loan. So Truist also offers that. And here you have similar repayments patterns here, okay? So you can actually qualify for up to $250,000. So you can apply for a small business commercial vehicle and equipment loan. So you have up to 84 months. This is really good. You're looking at 7 years. Think about that. And you can actually, you have up to 100% of financing available, plus 10% of soft costs. In other words, you're not putting anything down. Like Truist is taking care of everything. Okay, this is really good. So this loan is really great based on our experience and our research. This small business commercial vehicle and equipment loan from Truist is great if you own your business vehicles, if you want to lock in a better interest rate by refinancing, or you want to get potential tax deductions also. Here we have the same pattern of what, like I said, you have Section 179 deduction among others. Okay, so the pattern is similar here. You apply for a specific loan amount. You choose the length of your loan. The equipment you are buying typically, again, will serve here as collateral. You make scheduled monthly payments of principal and interest, and you can track your balance online. So overall, you have a great opportunity here. One thing I want to say here, if you choose to have the small business commercial vehicle and equipment loan, if you want to buy it, if you want to apply for this loan, make sure that you pre-qualify first. So what will happen here is that when you pre-qualify, you will take this pre-qualification letter or this pre-approval letter, you bring this to the dealer, okay? And then that way you are able to negotiate a better deal. You're able to negotiate a lower deal, a lower price amount. You're able to negotiate better APRs and whatnot, because having a pre-approval letter from Truist really plays an important role. Okay, so do everything beforehand. Do the pre-qual, the pre-approval thing before you even start the research process. Okay, this will save you a lot of time down the road. You will be able to save a lot of money too. So this is really, really, really important. Another credit product that you might like if you want to go with Truist is what we call the small business real estate loan. Okay, so when we talk about Truist business lines of credit, you can also you can actually convert a real estate loan into a real estate line of credit. Okay, and so the good thing here is that Truist again is just trying to help you on all fronts. Okay, so this product is really great if you own your business location instead of leasing it. So if you're a tenant, if you're a business tenant, this loan is not good for you. Okay, but if you own your place, this is really great. This loan allows you to expand your business. You can lower the interest rates on your existing commercial mortgage by refinancing. Okay, you can fund a specific project or buy another business or use the equity as your collateral. So this will help you a lot. And so the good thing is that you are able to have you can buy or refinance real estate for your business. Okay, you can own it on your terms. So here we're speaking about up to $250,000, $250,000. You have up to 85% of financing in terms of loan to value LTV. Terms up to 15 years. Okay, and you can apply for a specific loan amount that will fund at closing. Remember, those loans that we're talking about here are for buying or refinancing real estate, not construction. This is really quintessential. Not construction, only for buying or refinancing real estate. You can choose the length of your loan and repayment schedule. So the real estate you are buying or refinancing serves as collateral, and you can make scheduled monthly payments of principal and interest, and you can track your balance online. What I want to say before closing to this conversation is that when we talk about Truist business credit in general, everything starts with having the right relationship with Truist. Okay, don't you bank with another institution and try to have business credit through Truist, or personal credit for that matter. No, it's not going to work. Even if they approve you, they will approve you with lower limits, with disadvantages terms. You don't want to have that. You need to establish a relationship with Truist, cultivate that relationship, expand it, deepen it, and then parlay that great relationship into great business credit products. Okay, if you do that, you are going to get wonderful products from Truist. They'll get you a lower APRs. They'll give you better repayment windows. Okay, maybe instead of 5 years, they'll give you 6 years. They'll give you 7 years. If you have less than stellar credit, they will actually just forget about that. They will just they will give you credit anyway. So it really helps. It really pays to start first by building a relationship with Truist, and then parlay that relationship, that excellent relationship, into a credit product. Okay, so don't do things the other way around, where you just apply for a business credit card and then you open a business checking account, or then you apply for a business line of credit and then you open afterwards a business account. No, you first open a business checking account and then you can open a business line of credit. Thank you so much for your attention. I want to quickly recap to this conversation. So I was just talking to you about Truist business lines of credit. So we talked about the business line of credit itself, how it works, how to get a Truist business line of credit, and other business credit products from Truist. So business loan, business auto loan, business commercial vehicle and equipment financing, and business real estate loan. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.